Hey, it only takes 1 second, just one second, for you to hit that like button. I'm telling you, it's not normal that we get 700-800 views and we are not even at 300 or 400 likes. Come on, guys, let's hit that like button, okay? So yeah, it helps the channel out. It's not easy. It gives me, when you hit that like button, it gives me the strength to continue making these videos. All right. Anyways, guys, what's up? Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every oh my god. Oh my god, it's funny, right? It's very funny when people don't have enough patience and they are rushing. That's the funny part of investing, okay? That's the funny part of it. But anyways, we about to look at a 24 hours market performance. Right after that, we will check out prices in details, and once we're done with that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But before that, now, do you believe me when I said these rate cards are not going to play the same like previous markets, previous bull runs? Do you believe me now, or are you still expecting money to trickle down? You still expecting it, right? What's happening? I told you it's not going to play the same. People's, oh yeah, they are going to print money, they are going to do this, they are going to do that, and I'm just there looking and laughing at the same time. That's what I'm just doing, because sometimes you cannot hold it in. I know a lot of people right now are jumping bridges, or they are getting comfortable in Rec City. I know, but if you just paid attention, it will be less painful if you understand what the market is doing, right? I told you they're not going to print money. That money that they printed back in the COVID year is still laying around. It is still laying around everywhere. It has to get absorbed first before they can even think about doing anything else. On top of that, right now, that recession that was supposed to kick in 2020, and call me, how do you say it? Negative minded if you want to, but I think that COVID got caused by the Fed. They did something and brought out COVID to do something to their money printing. Okay, because in 2020, we were this close to going into a recession. This close. All of a sudden, the COVID comes out of nowhere. They print as much money as they wanted to. I think it got out of control, if you ask me. I think the situation got out of control. But right now, all of you sitting there telling me, oh no, they are going to print money. Guys, they are not. Go do your research. If you start doing your research, the first thing you are going to see is that the Feds, the government, Trumpicius, Magicius, every month they have been buying treasury bonds. I think we started talking about it here when the Bank of Japan first did its thing a couple of months ago, right? You remember that trade we took? We took profit out of it. We made money with it. But I kept telling you guys, look at what Japan is doing. It's going to affect the US. A bunch of people called me idiot. A bunch of people said I didn't know what I was talking about. But what happened after that? You saw it, right? The market took a nosedive, just like I told you it would be. But again, the same situation is happening right now. Everybody and their grandmama is expecting money printing, but it's not going to happen. It's not, because the money is already there. Okay? When the economy was crashing, when when the trade war started, you saw it, right? People were dumping US bonds and left and right. And the federal government was buying those bonds back. You remember? They were buying those bonds back. And everybody kept asking. I mean, nobody asked anybody, where did the money come from? Some people said, oh, from the tariffs, the tariff that Trump made. No, he didn't. They already printed money. They already had it. The same thing now that the joke is out in the open, they've come out and said it clearly. Every month, they are going to buy $40 billion worth of U.S. treasuries. They're going to buy it. You don't know the implication of this. I'm telling you, they are going to try to save the currency. So, where do you think the money came from? Can you guess? Because they didn't print it. Where do you think it came from? And then, if you follow that chain reaction, I'm just that's the funniest thing. Like, people just want to talk and spread forward and do all that stuff. Nobody takes the time anymore to try to follow a simple thing. Follow the money. It's a simple thing to do. Follow the U.S. Central Bank. What are they doing? Follow it. If you are good at the internet and stuff, you can find it. They are doing it right under your nose. And yet, the thing is, again, everybody and their grandmama, they are stuck in green candle chasing mode. That's what's happening. Okay, so they are used to, yeah, FOMC, we're gonna rate cuts, yeah, print money, brrr, economy, yay, everybody and their grandmama, Lambos. That's what they're used to. But now, nobody takes the time to come on, be like, okay, come back a little bit. Since 2025 years ago, what has been happening to the economy? And nobody pays attention to that because, hey, what they used to blind your eyes with was a $2,000 check back in 2020, right? Nobody looked at it. Oh, yeah, we're getting free money. Same thing they're about to do, $2,000 check, so that you don't pay attention to what is really going on. Which, again, they're going to say, fuck economy, we got to save the currency. Because on the global stage, they need the dollar to be the reserve currency. And the dollar cannot be reserve currency if it is nosediving. You understand? So again, follow that money. Step one, they come out and tell you, yeah, we're going to buy treasury bonds. Now, everybody stops right there. Me, I don't stop. Why are you buying treasury bonds? Why is the Fed buying their own treasury bonds? Or rather, the first question, where did the money come from? Because as far as we know, the US dollar is still the same quantity that it was after 2020. So if they had printed, the quantity would have gone up and we would have seen the US dollar value drop. But they didn't. They didn't print money. So the first question, where did the money come from? That's what you're supposed to ask yourself. If you do, you will know that the last time they printed was 2020. Where did all that money go? Because I do remember you got $2,000 check, all you did is spend it. The money's still there. They still have a lot of cash. It's still there. Right? Now, what they're going to do, again, they buy those treasury bonds. The effect starts to happen because as soon as you start to buy the treasury bonds, guess what? Anybody shorting the treasury right now is going to get liquidated because you are playing against a major player, which is the US government, that has infinite amount of money. You don't. Again, what will happen when that chain effect happens is that the prices of the bonds are going to go up, and that will attract a lot of people try to buy the US bonds. And now what they're doing is taking the money off the streets. Do you get it? You get it, right? And what do banks work on? What do banks use more? US treasuries. I told you, they are all, is like you sit over there when you start to discover this, okay? When you start to go nose diving into it and you start to discover all that, you will be like, oh my God, this guy is a genius. He is a genius. What do you think he's doing by buying all those bonds? You remember, he said they are going to peg the US treasuries with the US dollar. I mean, the stable coins, right? Now, how do you control the stable coin market? If you hold the majority of those bonds, you can control the stablecoin market. You can regulate how much stablecoins are out there and how many are less. And since we are going into digital money, okay, think about it for a second. We are going into digital money. If you make stablecoins scarce, because again, Tether and Circle and the rest of them, they cannot print whatever they want anymore. If you have, like right now, they are going to cost, how do I explain this? Before, Tether used to print whatever amount of stablecoins that they wanted, right? Nobody said anything about it. Now, the US is going to tell them, and like the law is already circulating. If let's just say the market cap of Tether says, says 20 trillion or whatever it says, you have to hold the equal amount of US treasuries. You understand? You have to hold it. So Tether has two options. First option, which will be easier for them, is to burn a lot of stable coins. Burn, because I know for a fact that Tether, whatever the market cap is saying, they cannot show it one-to-one. They can't show, they don't have treasuries that show it one-to-one. They don't. So that's number one. Number two, see, if Tether want to keep on working that way, no any other stable coins takes over, they are going to have to buy those US bonds based on the amount of money that they really have in their treasuries, which is a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. That is not just Tether. We're talking about USDC. You're talking about DAI. You're talking about all the stable coins people, that crypto companies out there that produce stable coins. They are going to have to buy them. So again, you look at it, step one, they are buying those bonds back. Okay, I'm telling you, they're going to save the currency. They buy the bonds back, that boosts the price of the US dollar, right? That's number one. Number two, they peg the bonds to the stable coins. Now, any bank, any crypto company, anybody who is dealing on stable coins, let's just say you're doing DeFi, whatever you're doing on your protocol, you now have to hold 1-to-1 the amount of stable coins that you are dealing with. Did you see? They are not going to print money. They have a lot they have a lot of ways in which they are going to fix these problems. Why do you think the Russians are so angry about it? What do you think? They know, because right now that debt that the US has, over $30 trillion, is about to get swept under the rug. People think like swept under the rug, like forgotten. No. Other people are about to pay that debt for the US government. And that's what they're playing with. Now, you're still asking yourself, okay, how does that concern me? Again, you have to position yourself in those either stock exchange or stock companies that will be dealing in that sector, or crypto projects that will be dealing in that sector. Like I usually say, my millionaire journey, right? We want to be in there before everybody and their grandmama gets in it, right? The big treasuries to stable coins, which means banking system is going to get involved. And what's the Bitcoin? The best coin in the banking system at the actual moment? Quant. Don't listen to these people telling you XRP. Man, you are going to get left holding the hot potato. It's not XRP. The reason, again, I will repeat it again, why I am saying Quant is because Quant has that property, that interoperability property on the overledger. That right there is the icing on the cake. Now, individual banks, whatever they're going to use, I don't know. And really, I don't care. One thing I know for sure is that every bank in the world is not going to use one crypto, okay? Every bank in the world is not going to use XRP or HBAR. No, it's going to be diversity. Some banks will be using XRP, some banks will be using HBAR, some will be using XDC, some will be using my grandma's bank or Uncle Tommy's bank, whatever they're going to be doing. But what did they all have in common? Interoperability. Like I said the other day, my bank might be on XRP and your bank might be on might be on a H bar. If I want to do business with you, my bank cannot have every blockchain available. No, it is easier and it is more cost effective to use the overledger, the interoperability. That's why I keep telling you, for me, I put my money on Quant, because that's where it is. And the beautiful thing they did about this is that if you want to use the overledger, you have to buy and stake Quant. When every bank and all these people realize this, that the easiest way out is to use the overledger, and they start buying the Quant, and then all that blah 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 start happening, supply shock will follow. You understand? That's why I am parking my money. I'm betting on that Quanti horse. Okay, so again, you look at Casper. Everyday money, like I always said here, everyday payments. Do you want to go to Walmart with your grocery bank, your grocery bag, standing on that line for Bitcoin to process your your transaction in 10 minutes? Or you want to use Solana, and then when you get there on the telly, oh shit, network is down, I can't pay. Do you even want to do that on Ethereum? You want to buy something that is $1, but they're going to tell you, okay, it's $1, but due to your fees, you now have to pay $50. You want to do that? That is, again, that's when Casper comes in. Fast, efficient, and cheap. That's Casper with you. You go in, you swipe your card. How you doing? You're gone. See, that's what I'm saying. You need to position yourself in there before everybody and their grandmama does. Because by the time everybody start to realize, like, okay, I see, oh, you just swipe your card and you went through. What? Are you not using Solana? No, I'm on Casper. What? Okay, I guess I got to transfer to Casper. By the time the masses start to adopt Casper, price starts to run over there, $5, $10, $20, you are already in at 4, 5, 6 cents. You already set up for it. So everything is connected. I'm telling you, they are not gonna print. This thing you are looking at right now, the announcement they made that they will be buying $40 billion of treasury every month. There. There you have it. They are going to save the currency. That will lead to pegging the US treasurers to stable coins. That will lead to those projects that really move the stable coins in a better way, which include Quant, Casper. You see? It's a simple thing to do, your research. Now all I'm doing is just sit back, relax, and watch, because it is going to happen, and by the time people realize it, it's going to be too late. Right now, everybody and their grandmama is busy looking at price. Everybody is busy, oh yeah, Quant, oh look at Kaspa is dumping. Hello, the entire market is dumping. I told you, not once, not twice, not 3 times. Money is not going to trickle down. Bitcoin dumps, all coins are going to dump. You know that. Bitcoin goes up, coins are going to go up. It's that simple, because this run is controlled by macroeconomic. They're going to pump Bitcoin for sure. Trust me, they will. Okay, they will, because there's a lot of indicators out there that shows that Bitcoin has not reached the top yet. It is going to reach the top, 150, 160,000, maybe a little bit above that, but that's what I think is going to go. But by the time it gets there, it will be like, how do I say? When we look at the fear and greed index, extreme fear right now, right? When everybody's saying, oh yeah, the bear market is here, we're fucked, blah, 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 bam, upwards. Because now, go look at the liquidations. Look at liquidation. We're just going to take Casper only. Casper right now, if Casper goes up to 6 cents, there is over $50 million worth of liquidation that a lot of people are going to look at it and go, yeah. We are not talking about all-time high. The money is upwards. So it is going to happen. Like I said, you just look at it and look at the patterns that the charts are forming, and I'm looking at everybody crying, and I go like, yep, these are the people who are going to lose a lot of money. And again, somebody asked me yesterday saying why I don't use stop loss. It's simple. The market makers, they look at where your stop losses are. that is what determines how much they're going to either pump or drop the market. That's what determines it. Like right now on Bitcoin, for example, if Bitcoin goes to $101,000, yeah. You see, Quant, for example, if Quant goes above $125, because majority is shorting the market. Majority. Next week now, like a lot of you who don't pay attention, next week macroeconomy is going to affect the crypto market. Again, we do have a lot of numbers coming out next week, and you're about to see. What you look at today, the market is dumping. Yeah, people are front running next week as we speak. They are front running it. That's what they're doing. And now if you go and enter your short position, you put your big leverage on it and blah blah blah, yep, you better get ready. Just like they use that FUD about FOMC. You remember, the FOMO about FOMC, because they know everybody's mind is already set on it. They already know, oh, once we start the cutting rates, oh yeah, money's going to run. Some people say, oh yeah, we will see the effect in 6 to 8 months. Really? 6 to 8 months, you'll be fucked. Big time, I'm saying it here. I am saying it here. 6 to 8 months, the real bear market will start way before that. Will start, because look at the global economy. That's what doesn't make sense to a lot of people. Look at the global economy. It usually be like, okay, US prints money, the Japanese economy absorbs it, okay? That means takes the circulation out of the market, and the value goes up, right? That's what it usually be. US prints money, the Indian or the Chinese, they absorb. That's what it usually be. But with the COVID, US was printing, Japan was printing, China was printing, everybody was printing money. That's why you look at the M2, it is off the chart, right? M2 is way up there because everybody and their grandmama, all they did was print money. Now, who is absorbing whose money? Like Japan, like, I don't want your dollar. I do have my own money I have to worry about. China is like, I don't want your dollar. I do have my own yen to worry about. On top of that, I'm trying to fuck you off. I'm trying to show people that the US dollar should not be the world reserve currency. So there is a lot of issues going on there. All right. So anyone who is telling you different, I just don't understand. What are they looking at? Can anybody please show me what you're looking at? Convince me. Convince me that I am looking at the wrong thing. Convince me. Because when I'm looking at it, I look at the macroeconomy in every country. Look at the M2. Look at everything. Man, we are fucked. That's the simple thing. But again, they're going to pump the market for a very short period. That's why I think that once Bitcoin begins to run, it's going to be like a 2 or 3 week thing when it's going to go all parabolic, like it was off to the charts, and then it's going to drop like a rock. That's what I think is going to happen. But hey, if you think otherwise, please, the comment line below, convince me. Tell me, give reason with me. Tell me something I don't know, please. I will say it again. I am open to learning. Show me. I will go and research. That's me. I usually, when somebody gives a comment, I usually go and double check to see if that really adds up or not. That's what I usually do. Okay, so again, don't fall for it. It's not going to be like everybody think. It's not going to be money trickling down. They're not going to print money. Ask yourself again. Look at what's going on in the US today. Again, they are buying treasury bonds. Where did the money come from? They are going to peg treasury bonds to stable coins. Again, look at what the effect of that, what effect that is going to have on the US dollar. They are not going to print money. Trust me, they are not going to risk devaluating the dollar any more than it is right now, because there is a lot hanging on the balance if they do that. It's just simple thinking. If you don't believe me, oh well, I will see here again when it starts to happen. Yeah. Anyways, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. You see? I tried to tell you. Even with the red card announcement, they're not going to print. I tried to tell you, right? All you got to do right now is be patient. Everybody front running, they're going to get tired and the market is going to start to run. Take advantage of that. That's all I'm saying, all right? Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's start with King Casper. KAS, where is Casper? Right here. For the past hour, 0.2% down, 2.7% down on the day, 15.2% down on the week, 2.5% down on the month, and 72% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.21 billion, okay? It hasn't changed that much. And a 24 hours volume traded at $15.70 million. You see, pay attention to that volume. That volume is speaking louder than anything else. The market will pick up very soon. It's going to start running like a mad cow, okay? Anyways, now, look at Quant, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. We do have here 1% down the last hour, 3.2% down on the day, 13.8% down on the week, 9.4% down on the month, and 45.6% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.13 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $12.59 million. Again, look at that volume. It is like laying down. It looks like they are selling on fumes right now. They don't have a lot more strength left, okay? Now we look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. Okay, we see here 0.1% down the last hour, 5% down on the day, 7.5% down on the week, 29.3% down on the month, and 86.5% down on the year. Now you see, this is the reason why I am really entering I entered a position on Jasmine, because this is very low. Okay, now let's go look at Cubic. Okay, you see they're still at war on that, and also I'm trying to enter a position on this one, but it's very tempting, man. It's very tempting. Anyways, 1.6% down the last hour, 0.2% up on the day, 15% down on the week, 28.2% down on the month, and 84.4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $82.97 million, and it's a 24 hours volume traded at $1.47 million. Okay, now the last but not the least, Jonathan's pet Toro, and I call it the orange guy. 0.1% down the last hour, 1.6% down on the day, 2.8% down on the week, 7.4% down on the month, and 12.4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.77 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $33.42 billion. As you guys can see, that volume is also down. Okay, yeah, you guys are going to excuse me. Real Madrid is playing right now, so that's why you see me rushing out. I need to go watch that match. But anyways, now we're gonna skip on the prices in details. Okay, anyways, yeah, let's check on it. We still got some time. The match just started. Let me see. They're still at 0-0, 5 minutes in. Okay, yeah, still on 0-0. Let's go look at prices in details. Okay, let's look at trading view. What do we have, my good friend? Trading view right there. Let's load that up. Okay, we do have the Dixie. You see what I'm telling you? You see what I'm telling you? If they were printing money, Dixie will be going down. But instead, US dollar Dixie is going up and the Bitcoin is dropping. Like the announcement they made, I'm telling you, that is what is pumping the Dixie. They made the announcement. Every month, the Fed are going to buy $40 billion worth of US treasuries. They made the announcement. And again, you don't even know. People don't ask themselves, where did the money come from? That's the that's the funny part. That's the funny part about it. They're going to buy US treasuries, and they're also going to inject some of that money into the banking system. They are not going to print. Oh well, you will find out yourself, right? Look at this. This is Casper on the hourly. Now, if you zoom out and you see same thing, right? Like we talked about yesterday, nothing has changed. This is the pole, that is the flag happening. Sooner than later, you will see it start to go. That's why I said that's why I thought it was a waste of time trying to look at the charts, because it's still the same thing. Nothing has changed. Still the same like yesterday. If you look at it on the 4-hourly, you will see the same thing, right? Look, on the 4-hourly, I can tell you something that I was looking at earlier today, and I think it looks like this the formation of an inverse head and shoulder. Because like if you look, we have here the first shoulder, the head, the second shoulder. The resistance is right there. That's where it is. You know what? Let's use a real trend line. Let's see. That one should give us a better perspective, because that, let's see, and right there. Okay, that's the resistance. So what do we need? We need the second shoulder to come in, okay, turn above it and start to go. If you ask me now, the target, I told you guys, this thing is going to make a lot of people a lot of money, because if you look at it from the lowest point, which is there, to the resistance, which is here, now you grab that, put it on the break point. We don't know where it's going to break, but let's just assume somewhere here. Okay, you put it there. Now let's go see what the target will be. 11.5 cents. You remember I've been telling you anything below 12 cents is just noise, right? The setup is happening right now for Casper to run above 12 cents. That's what is happening as you are watching it happening right now, right in front of you. And this is the reason why I am not panicking, why I don't care whatever people are doing. I have my positions open, and what I'm doing, I keep buying Casper as the price, even if the price goes even lower, I'm buying more. That's me. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, you want to look at it on the daily, and you look at the same thing, right? Nothing has changed. Ribbon is still red. It is squeezing. And now let's watch what Bitcoin does. Okay, it is normal what you're looking at, because again, if you zoom it out, this kind of waterfall usually have a quick recovery like that, like a V-shaped recovery. That's what usually happen. Okay, anyways, for me, anything under 12 cents, nothing but noise. I don't care. Okay, before that, and I mean after that, we do have 15 cents, and above that 18 and 19 cents. There was a lot of trading activity in those price targets, and above that we do have the all-time high, and then we will start going into price discovery. So yeah, sit tight. I'm not worried about what's going on right now. Okay, if you look at it on the weekly, let's zoom it out. You see, now that's what we're waiting for. See, I told you, look at this. Okay, this is low, this is higher low, this is higher low. If this candle closes like this, it's also going to be another higher low. So wait, give it some time, and if it closes with a higher low, that means Casper still bullish. Just wait and see. You will see. Okay, now let's go look at Quant right quick. Okay, like I said, I gotta rush. Real Madrid is playing right now, QNT, and there we go. On the hourly, look at Quant. What do you see? Same thing, right? Nothing more, nothing less. Any way you look at it, because again, if you want to look at it as a bull flag, it's the same thing. Price coming down and up it will go. Or if you want to call it as a W, just like I showed you guys yesterday. Let me go on the 4-hourly. I think it will make more sense when I go on the 4-hourly. See? Just like I showed you guys yesterday, although me, I have a doubt because we have a double bottom here. Okay, but hey, some of you guys are saying that we should look at it, this double bottom at just one leg. Let's just say one, it will gonna go up, and then if it comes back down to that line again and up, then break the resistance, up and up we went, right? It is still the same thing. Both patterns are bullish patterns. Again, we are just gonna wait for Bitcoin to finish doing its own madness, and then when it is tired, it will go up. Again, look at it on the daily. And what do you see? Just the same thing, right? See, it's forming the same W. Nothing changed. So yeah, if you're panicking, I usually tell you guys, all you got to do is anything under $125 is nothing but noise. Okay, above that we do have $151. Above that is 164 before we start looking at 176. If we can conquer that, prices will start to look at 230. Above that, then you start looking at all-time high. Before you know it, we're in price discovery. So yeah, get ready. That mega pump is going to come. It's not an extension of the bull run. No, it's not a mega bull run. No, this thing they've been calling is like a spring that you've been suppressing and suppressing and suppressing. When it bursts, it's going to be violent, and it's going to go to those heights nobody ever expects in a very short time before the bear market kicks in. That's what you're about to see. Okay, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Like I said, I gotta rush. Okay, let's see. And Bitcoin, yeah, still doing the same thing, right? I told you this price does not make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. Look at this price action, guys. It does not make sense. It's just, look, a little bit at it. Bar Simpson down, another Bar Simpson down, another Bar Simpson down, a little bit now down. It doesn't make any sense. Even more, even by looking, when you start looking at the volume, the trading volume, that 24 hours, it does not make any sense. These guys are manipulating this thing, okay? You guys, a lot of people are going to fall for it. And that's what the problem is, okay? Even right now, I don't even want to look at it. I don't. It's so disappointing that people are going to fall for it, and a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money. Those ETFs you were asking for, that is the effect. You see? Go look at the outflows and inflows of ETFs. That is the effect. They are manipulating. And trust me, time is going to come when they'll be like, okay, I think we're done with this shit. It's time to go forward and pump it. Much more, these market makers, they are putting that fear. Everybody's in extreme fear. People are shorting the market left and right. Even though everything else is telling you it's a big, big mistake. You never front run a big event. Not the FOMC, not the market numbers, nothing. You don't front run it because you are going to cry. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Anyways, yeah. Let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions, okay? Like I said, my team is playing and I gotta go. I gotta go watch this thing right quick, okay? Anyways, before we do that, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing. Again, I cannot teach you how to trade. I learned by trying and error, and I use money I didn't mind losing. But if you want to learn, you want to try yourself, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Follow any of those links or all of them if you want to. Sign up and meet their deposit requirements. Once you do, they are going to give you free money. They give you free money, don't go kumbaya. Trust me, if you go kumbaya, your next destination will be Wreck City. Don't say I didn't warn you. So please don't go kumbaya on your free money. Take $20 out. I know it's tempting. Trust me, I've been there, done that. And I learned the hard way. So please just take $20 out. Practice. Open trade, close trade, scale your trade up, scale it down, stop loss, trailing stop loss, copy trading, whatever you want to do. Practice. Now, when you practice and now you are able to turn $20 into 40, 40 into 80, 80 into 160, so on and so forth. You do it 2 or 3 times, then you are ready to start using big money. Even so, don't use all your money. Just take 10% of your money and do that, okay? So don't say I didn't warn you, because, hey, you are going to be the next member of Wreck City. I usually say it, there is always room for one more in Wreck City. I just hope that one more is not you. Also, down below, I do have the link to Acorn. Acorn is what I'm using to teach my next generation how to trade on stocks, on ETFs and stuff like that. Things they don't teach them in school, which I think is a very big mistake. It should be part of school teaching. Show this next generation how to invest, okay? But hey, they don't teach them that. So I'm teaching mine. I don't know what you're doing with yours. But anyways, everybody has their own maxi mug. This is my you do you, I do me, and let God bless America, right? So I'm using that to teach my son. Now you can use the link below, sign up. You don't have to have a deposit or anything. Just by using the link below, they're going to give you $5, and that will get you started. It's not much, but yeah, but at least it will get you started, right? Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First with Bydfi, as you guys can see here, my overall is sitting at 6,100. Not long ago, this thing was sitting at 12,000. I told you, I am an aggressive trader. That's why my positions move very, very aggressively. If you look at my contracts, you will see that here, my Jasmine, I am, what is it? Oh, crap, it does reset. We start with Quant then. On my Quant, I am still up $95, okay? On my Jasmine, I am down $42. And on my Quant, I am down $4,200. Again, if you look at, you can pause it and look, you will see on all my positions, I trade at 50x, okay? And I don't use stop loss. That's why my positions move very aggressively whenever the market is going either up or down, because I trade at 50x, okay? Please do not copy this if you don't know what you're doing, okay? A lot of people say I'm crazy for doing it, but well, that is what I feel comfortable with. You, please don't copy it. You can pause it and you can look at it if that's what you wish to do, okay? Anyways, now let's go to the next one. It's going to be on Phemex. On Phemex, I am trading King Casper, and my overall here is sitting at 1,171 approximately. Look at my contracts. Let's take this one out. You'll see that here I am still up $64. Again, I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. You can look at it yourself, okay? Not much to be looking at right here because the market is doing its thing. Now, last but not the least, on Wix Exchange, here I'm trading King Casper and I am also trading Quant, okay? Let's close this. Let's close that and let's let it load up. So here, my overall is sitting at 1,789 approximately, okay? Now, if you look at my contracts, you will see that here, we do have, on my Quant, I am still up $222 in profits, okay? And on Casper, I am just breaking even, $5, $6 or something like that. The same thing goes, okay? I trade at 50x and I don't use stop loss. That's me. So please, please do not do this if you don't know what you're doing, okay? You can pause it and you can look at it if that's what you are interested in doing. Now, let's go look at Acorns, although it's not used because today is Sunday and on Sunday stock market is not open, okay? I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing like yesterday. So let's open it up. Just like I told you, see? We are still sitting at $595. So yeah, there's no point of going over this one until tomorrow, Monday, when the market resumes and we can see what the market opening is going to bring. Is it going to be bullish? Is it going to be bearish or whatever? But yeah, I am teaching my kids how to trade on the stock market so that by the time they are 20 years old, their bank account will look way, way better than mine. That's what we are doing, okay? So yeah, it's a good thing to do. Teach them about economy, teach them about investing. That way, when they are old enough, they can know way better. They wouldn't be like me. At my 20, I did not even know anything about investing. I didn't know none of that. All I was busy trying to get as much money as I can and try to keep it under my mattress. That's what I thought. But anyways, yeah, you can pause it and you can look at it if that's what you're interested in doing. So anyways, yeah, my match is here and I'm trying to rush. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers, okay? Don't forget to like. It only takes you a second, just 1 second. Click that like button and also don't forget to comment because I am interested in knowing what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, please, please take very good care of yourselves, okay? And wish me luck. Let's see if Real Madrid can beat these guys today. Bye-bye.